the CEO.
So far, the officer.
Let me cover up my shirt. I ain't
The
touching
CEO.
So far, from what CNN reported, the officer was a 15-year veteran. He's been placed on administrative leave, of course.
So are they gonna try to blame is they gonna try to blame the criminal for the baby dying or the baby being shot?
Oh, he's going down for that.
He's dead.
The criminal died?
If y'all let me.
Okay, reporting live news.
Treese Lemons. You know what I'm saying? She busted down. Treese Lemons.
He was killed on the scene, of course.
Shot?
Yeah.
In the car? Was he shot in the car?
Yep.
I'm asking her like she really working for Texas reporting.
Well, no, I'm just going by what CNN reported. But yeah, he was killed at the scene. It said the live ended.
It didn't.
You might just be behind a little bit.
You on the wrong line.
You gotta read.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So when I restarted it, it starts on mute. So that's why they said they couldn't hear us. We good now.
Okay.
You just wasn't in it. That's fine. Let's get some. Our comments.
Treese
No
Lemons.
sound.
Treese Lemons.
Yeah, I didn't hear none of that.
Go ahead, bust them down.
I don't even think I'm in the right one.
Hit the share button.
What?
Go to the next one. Yeah. It's 2 lines. Technical difficulties, y'all. Work. Freestyle Friday.
Definitely.
The team is back in full force.
We back at it like crack addicts. You know what
We
I'm
discussing the 1-year-old child that was shot in the head in Texas. He was shot in the head in Texas as a man was avoiding and fleeing police from a robbery. We're actually discussing that. Like I said, we had technical difficulties. It's not us, it's Facebook. Talk to Mark Zuckerberg. It's not our fault.
Yeah, right.
So we need to hear from LB. Maxwell, you got what you were saying. It wasn't cut off. You just wasn't in the right video.
They say I can hear you now.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so far about the baby's condition, they had to remove part of his skull, and he still got some bullet fragments that are left in his head. Right now, he's still on a ventilator, so just hoping and praying that things turn around.
Definitely prayers for the child.
Yeah, definitely.
And the mom. Because that's dramatic as hell.
Mom too.
To see your 1-year-old baby shot by anybody, let alone the people that serve and protect you. Prayers up to you.
Well, I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because like TV said, you know what I'm saying? It's a car seat, baby in the car seat, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them low joints. It ain't like the toddler, you know what I'm saying? The tall, where he's standing up tall in the joint. And so, I can understand what a cop was trying to say, but I still don't understand, especially, I mean, did the individual, was he brandishing a firearm? Did he have a firearm?
He did.
You know, he had a firearm.
Yeah.
And so, with that said, even if he didn't see the baby, you are still firing into a car with an innocent individual.
Yeah.
And so, now, do I think that the cop, was it a white cop, black cop?
We don't know that yet.
We don't know.
We gonna just assume.
Because he just knew it was 2 niggas in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's 2 less niggas we got to worry about. He pulled up, reckless, didn't care about nothing to nobody else, because he could at least assess the situation.
Yeah.
Right.
And say, hey, look, put the gun down or get out the car.
Yeah, he wasn't in harm's way.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm
the
saying? And put down the candy, let the little woman go. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You don't even give an option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That the man was even going to take the woman hostage or seize the or any of that.
Yeah.
And so your reaction is, but that's their reaction on everything. Is shoot first. Ask questions later.
Excessive force.
They do. That's the same way when they had the robbery suspects of a jewelry store, like in Cali, probably like 2 years ago, jumped into the UPS van, and they chased the UPS man. They slaughtered everybody. They killed the man. They killed the UPS man.
Wow.
They didn't kill the helper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucking robbers. But I mean, come on now, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
But
say
that's their
whenever
mentality.
they pull up, instead
Oh,
of
man.
de-escalating situations,
Oh
they
man,
do
they
the
there.
opposite.
Oh man, they there to fire.
And I want to break this down because I want everybody to know the smartest dumb people is not we don't just have conversations about police. It just so happen to be what's relevant. We speak on what's relevant in society today and what's current.
Right.
And I found myself and my castmates. We've been discussing this shit damn near every show about a police officer doing this or a police. We just discussed a police officer that did the right thing that killed a young black woman. He didn't kill
In Tennessee.
he killed her, but she shot him first.
She could have outran him.
I just wanted to let people know. I want to let people know though. This is not. We're not about police brutality. We're about speaking on what's current, and this is what's current. A 1-year-old child was shot in the head in Texas, and I'm over the stigma that we face, which is white cop, black person. I'm at the point where I wish that they would just understand, like
It's just police now. My homegirl,
go ahead.
Treese Lemons. No, would you read my homegirl, Jasmine Dortch? statement?
Yeah, she said
'Cause she
just
talking
like
about,
the cop that killed Kenneth Jones, backseat rider.
Yeah, I think that was.
You talking about Greedy?
Yeah, that's what she's speaking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
and so even with that situation,
She said that's because they let any and everybody become police. Heather, that's true.
that's
Heather, that is
true.
very
Don't take
true.
much.
That's true.
Shout out to Heather.
All you gotta do is say-
everybody here, make sure y'all like and share. Smartest dumb people.
I
you gotta
don't know
do is
if
say,
they
"I've been
have
to
any
the
type
Army."
of diversity training or anything, when they hire police officers, and then when they put them in these neighborhoods, they leave them in the same neighborhood. They don't rotate them around,
But niggas don't want to be the police.
So you have the
cannot-
same officers that
right,
harassing
you're right.
the same individuals
Right.
from the same neighborhoods, for years.
We cannot stop. I feel like I got a boogie in
Want me to
me.
go
But
get
I'm
you?
cool. No, I'm cool, guys. We cannot stop what's going on between our community and the police if we don't want to police our own community. You know what I'm saying? You can't complain. You can't complain about some individuals that are coming into your community, and policing it off balance because
Right.
they're not from there. And so that's the same way. I don't know if I touched on this before, but I'm gonna touch on it again.
I think I know.
The individuals that's just like in New York, and when the Irish was here, and they was falling victim to the same police brutality, because they gonna take their shit out on somebody. Once all the niggas is locked up, they switch their shit, and so the Irish people started becoming the police, and so now Irish and Italian people in New York is the main police force in that community.
Right.
And so if you talk, even if you roll up on an individual now, a young black individual, and they don't have no criminal record, no nothing, and you say, hey man, I think we need more black police. Won't you come to police? Hell no, fuck 12.
This is
What's
fact.
12?
This is facts.
Well, hold on then. How we gonna stop the shit?
It's facts.
You got to stop it from the inside.
Period.
You can't stop it on the outside. I can't stop the police from shooting nobody or beating nobody. And if I see one beating somebody or shooting somebody, I'm gonna go the other way.
I think recently,
I'm not doing that.
Hey,
I'm going the other way.
You ain't gonna turn.
No, I ain't doing no. So I'm
You ain't
gonna
gonna
come to
say,
me, hey, sir.
I'm
I ain't
gonna
doing that.
have to.
You ain't gonna say,
hey,
no.
Leave that man alone.
I'll have to go online and look for it, but I think recently they actually did an interview with some black police officers on Channel 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I'll have to go online and look
I think
for
I
it.
might
But
have
I
seen
seen
that
a
a
little
while
clip
back.
from it.
But they're
Yeah.
not putting them on the beat in our neighborhoods anyway. We got black officers, but you don't see them coming through the neighborhood.
I see
Jarvis.
Yeah, because I got
It
one, and I
took Jarvis for
get
years for him to start coming.
and I ain't
through.
gonna say his name, but you know what I'm saying. He let us go. You know what I'm saying, straight up and down. He was like, man, can y'all pull the car around there, around the corner? You know what I'm saying? Just get it
You
off
better not
this.
say his name.
Yeah, get this off the street.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And so when he first came up, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, I thought you quit. And he was like, nah, man, I came back. You know what I'm saying? Because he did quit. You know what I'm saying? Then he came back. And so I thought you quit, man. He's like, nah, man, I came back. We had big drink, you know what I'm saying? Yak and all kinds of shit up under the thing. Homeboy had a warrant. And he was just like, man, shit. Just put a car around there, license plates is invalid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't drive it. Find somebody to come. These motherfuckers gonna look at me and say, drive it around. I said, I ain't driving that motherfucker. I ain't driving that motherfucker nowhere.
Hey,
but yeah.
So, y'all ready? I think it's time.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Next topic. Where we going with this? The next topic is stimulus.
Yeah.
It was an argument. A baby daddy and a baby mama arguing over. He felt like he deserved money for his child stimulus, and I'm about to speak some facts.
Yeah.
Because like Chris said, let's say this. I'm glad this topic is here, and Chris tells me I always wear my heart on my sleeve. So boom. I'm about to wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm sorry, it's just habit. So, I recently got in an argument, not an argument, because I don't argue. I recently got in a discourse with my kid's mom, my daughter's mom, over, damn, you know what I realized? I don't never see none of my daughter's stimmy. None of it. Like, and I'm like, I take care of my daughter. I give you money. I give her money. I pay child support. Did you offer me $100? We got in a full blown argument. I said, did you offer me $100 when you got my daughter's stimmy, which is $1,400? Mm-hmm. But the man in me, it might have been the vodka talking too, because the man in me wouldn't even allow me to. But it came to my head and it clicked like, damn. All these stimmies you getting for these kids that I take care of, you ain't called me and asked me if I need $1. So me and her got in a full-blown argument over it, and I could see how it could get heated. Granted, I'm not speaking for no man that killed no women, no children, no none of that. I'm speaking on being a real man. The question is, was he taking care of his child to where it even became a heated argument? Because I just have to find myself taking an LV angle on this one, because it might be deeper than what we know. He might actually been a great father to his child, and like, I'm out here fucked up. I done lost my job. I ain't got no money. And now, granted, nobody deserves to be murdered over no damn $1,400.
No, we're just trying to get down to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
man.
trying to get down to the bottom of it.
But you gotta be a mad motherfucker to shoot 4 or 5 motherfuckers.
So he killed 4 people. He shot everybody in the house.
The woman survived, though, right?
Yeah, the woman survived, and he took his child to like his friend's house and turned himself in.
I don't know why I thought they killed the child, but yeah.
Yeah.
He did turn himself in?
Yeah, he turned himself in.
He killed the daughter?
He killed her daughter. He took his biological son with him.
Oh yeah, it was just.
Right.
I don't know. What are y'all? Because I'm mad right now behind the stimmy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get mad because, you know what I'm saying? You sitting up watching somebody be as selfish.
It's 2 different situations.
They can be. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
And so,
Talk to him.
same way, if the roles were reversed and the man was getting those funds, I guarantee you the man will say, here. You know what I'm saying? Here go your portion. You know what I'm saying? These individuals, these selfish individuals get this money, thousands of dollars, money that can change their living situation. Right. Motherfuckers, that stimmy plus the taxes. You talking about motherfuckers have access to $10, to $11, $12,000. We're not talking about $1,200. We talking about thousands, $9, $10, $11, $12,000. And here you might have a man, bizarre as he may be, you know what I'm saying, out here fucked up, and see someone say, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that's a hard.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck what you talking about.
It's hard.
You need some money. Your living situation is fucked up. Good. Do something about it. Don't come to me. Don't come asking me. You know what I'm saying? My daughter stay with me. We don't know what this man's situation is. Now, I might kill a motherfucker with $10,000.
Oh, 10.
You
10.
know,
That's
10.
10.
Shit, motherfuckers, they get shit. You see Dayline, they only get a motherfucker 10 racks on Dayline to buy the Hitman. You know
That
what
is
I'm
why.
Oh, I don't definitely take
Okay.
10 with no Hitman. You can believe that.
I can say this.
saying?
That's why when people married and they get divorced, sometimes it's in your divorce decree that one parent can claim the child on the taxes 1 year, and then the following year you gotta, switch
Right.
off.
Right.
And if if they don't and they run down there and claim them before you do, you can still claim them, and the IRS is gonna make them pay that back.
What up with
So
it,
that's
Gerald?
one thing.
That's my guy, JR.
That's in the divorce decree.
right
But speaking specifically on this situation, this man should have been in jail a long time ago.
Yeah, he had a bunch of domestic violence charges. Yeah.
Putting sugar in her tank, putting his hands on her, and from what she said, he was not taking care of the children, and so that's why he did not deserve anything.
Right.
Well, he was looking for a reason to kill her. That's what the conclusion I came
He
to.
was looking, what?
Well, I'm saying like
I
he was
was-
already fucking her up.
Yeah.
And already
They
like
gave him a good reason.
You already knew he was going to.
What
He was
kind of
looking for
sparked
one
the
that gave
incident,
him
I
one.
guess, is that he did come in the house and was yelling, saying he wanted the money. Supposedly, her brother had pushed him, like, no, you're not getting. He went in her purse or something. The brother pushed him, get out of her purse. So then he drew the gun and just shot everybody after the brother pushed him.
Right.
But still, that was not a reason to kill everybody
Right.
in the house.
Right.
Because you got pushed. You walked into somebody's house and you went in their personal belongings.
demoted him.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that he may have the intent that if this woman don't come up off this H&R Block card, it's going to be trouble.
It's going to be
If
rough.
She doesn't
anybody
have
who
to, what-
anybody who intervened is going to be in trouble also.
She
And
don't
so-
have to, because number one, the government says when they rolled out this stimulus plan, you got
But you have to- what's fair,
you got a
though?
certain amount that's allotted for the child and a certain
what's
amount for
fair, though?
yourself.
What's
Did you get your own
fair?
stimulus
No, I
though?
didn't. But no,
No,
like
no,
I said,
no.
I can only speak from personal experience, and trust me, we good. Me and my daughter-in-law.
Because
good.
if
But it
you-
still hurt my feelings. Though,
technically-
like, when I start thinking I ain't getting no money.
But
You know what I mean?
technically, to child support, what they look at is who the primary custodial parent is, who the
What if
child
it's
live with.
both? Well, just because someone don't go to the court or don't do their shit, because most of these people that's on child support, not all, that because the other half isn't handling their business, and so the other half go get ADC, and then when you go get ADC, they ask you.
That doesn't always mean that.
Let's
No, hold on.
Hit the comments. Hit the comment. Well, go ahead.
I want to speak on that because I get tired of hearing men say that about women. Like, oh, y'all getting government assistance
that's what
and this
women
is
say.
why we're paying child support. If you go and you put the child on your insurance at your job, then they don't have to
You have
get
to anyway.
Medicaid.
Hold on. You have to.
It's for
and so-
Medicaid.
His children is on
Hold on. So
insurance. So
you
you
have
understand.
to. So if you get put on child support, Medicaid comes with that. And so if you got a job and you working, then you have to put your children on your insurance. It's not an option.
So at that
They
point, are
refuse-
they still getting Medicaid plus your insurance?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm saying is that a lot of these times that these individuals, my bad, I just bleeded on you. My bad.
This dude is
But a lot of times,
Wow.
though, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that they shouldn't, because I don't have a problem with the government taking care of women and children at all, period. No issue at all. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these child support situations come from when the mom isn't doing her half. You know what I'm saying? As far as working, as far as providing, you know what I'm saying? As far as all of that. So if the mom say, well, I don't feel like my baby need to be in daycare for 3 years, and the dad can't afford for the mom and the child to stay at home for 3 years until the baby can talk and walk, then the mom say, well, I'm going to get this ADC every month. And then as soon as they push that button, then the other button is pushed, and next thing you know, that the man is on child support. And so,
facts.
and I used to tell Every time I went up in that motherfucking courthouse, every time I went up on that floor, that top floor, and I talked to them judge, like I used to tell the judge, like I used to ask them, why are you punishing me? This is 100% deal right here. I'm not. This ain't no 50-50.
Right.
This is 100%.
Right.
2 individuals had some children. 2 individuals is responsible.
Pick them right.
Why in the heck? I do have a good baby mama. 2
That's
of them
good.
at that. 2 of them at that. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I can't support all these children and the mama and all this shit. And
Sometimes people have children and they are not fully financially prepared to have a child, and shit happens.
Oh yeah, see, and that's what the man
that's
gets.
what
Shit happens.
right? Okay.
It do
I'm
because
just saying.
condoms. I mean, it's all kind of condoms out there.
Man, that's
What'd you say?
Yeah,
Condoms?
read the comments.
Stella-
But they got that. Hold on.
Stella says,
What
you gotta-
about the shot?
Stella says.
Yeah, what about the shot?
Stella says you gotta pay
They got some shit that they stick in your ass for 5 years.
Stella says you gotta pay it back with penalties and can't claim a kid again for 10 years. That is true if you if it's like in your divorce decree and you claim the child you're not supposed to. Shawnee Hernandez says $1,400 won't change the core of a person. Whoever cares for the child full time should receive the stimulus. My son's father claims him, and I don't expect $1. I agree with you, Shawnee, on that.
Yeah, sure.
The primary
Yeah,
custodial parent is what child support looks at. Unfortunately, they do. I'm just saying.
A little bit.
Tara Washington. I hope I said your name right. Tara Washington. Excuse me.
Trees lemons.
Right, where was his own? Thank you. Where was his own stimulus with his broke ass? She said if he worked, he would receive his own.
You
Stella said
the stimmy for the
Stella
kids.
said it's a lot of bitter people that keep their kids away on
I wanted her to
purpose.
read these comments.
Stella says all the moms got to do is sign a letter to take them out child support. That's true, Stella. They do.
But they don't.
Jasmine Dortch says the father insurance is the primary. Okay, I didn't know that. Tara says, well, take her to court and you men become the sole provider. Shawnee says you gotta have.
She sounded kind of.
No.
Shawnee says.
No, she good people. No, I can vouch.
Shawnee says you gotta have an.
I can vouch. No, I can vouch for her. She good
Shawnee
people.
says you gotta have an attorney.
Okay,
good people.
Go ahead.
Shawnee says you gotta have an attorney because both incomes are taken into consideration. That's true. When a man gets put on child support, the only way that you're gonna get something done, unfortunately, is you gotta pay an attorney to do it for you because they don't give a damn what you.
The goddamn pocket.
It's true.
No attorney.
You're gonna be out of money either
How much
way.
it take to even get a counseling from an attorney
know what's funny? I'm about to
on
say
a
something.
child support issue?
I'm about to say something to you specifically. Due to
The
fact,
number is astronomical.
Due to the fact that you don't have kids, I know for a fact if you had a child, you'll just do it yourself.
I definitely would.
So don't act
You'll
like
keep the stimmy?
Huh?
You'll keep the whole shit?
No, that ain't what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is I would not even bother a soul about no damn child support. But everybody is different. I'm not saying that a woman is, wrong for that.
The women are sort of attacking
I'm just
the
saying-
agenda that men don't deserve some of the stimmy. And I'm like,
Thank you. Shawnee said you will spend more in the long run without the attorney. That's true.
I seen, but
even, sorry to interrupt you, but the thing is this. Like I said, when you get divorced, all that shit is put in your divorce decree. So when you decide to have a child with somebody and you're not married to them, all that comes into play when you gotta have an attorney to do all that.
Hold up. Pause. 90% of these situations that got to do with child support ain't got to do damn with no damn married couple. You know what I'm saying? These is baby daddies and baby mamas. You hear what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying
that's 10%. That might be 5%.
I'm saying that when you get divorced, that is automatically taken care of. They come up with a parenting plan. I know that, but I'm saying
the thing as a parent is, I said I don't want no white motherfucker telling me how to control my kid.
I was off that from day one.
Man, dog, I just don't agree with a motherfucker telling me you can see your son on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I got a homeboy.
I got
a homeboy that paid cash. I'm talking about retainer fee, got a lawyer, fought, went to court, got visitations for 4 days out
That's
the
what you
month.
gonna get.
Yeah, a weekend every 2 weeks.
Right.
4 days out of a month.
Right.
He fought for that, and then the woman ended up leaving town with the baby anyway.
Oh man, look, I gotta get up. I ain't even.
Oh man,
I ain't got.
you know what I'm saying? So, motherfucker, all that.
Soul done took off all three of them. That took off. All two of my baby.
Stella says.
My took off with all three of my kids.
Stella says if the man cannot afford it, he needs to have the case reviewed. They can change the amount. The case can be reviewed every 3 years.
Who's Heather
Heather Camacho says, I don't bother my ex-husband for child support.
She told you what she just said.
Current or back. My kids know it was all
Randy
me.
Camacho.
Stella says both incomes play into this. My dad. Hi, Dad. Tony Brown. He says, "Hey, fellas, great topics. Let my baby girl. I love her."
Yeah. Hey, she in the Lions
Mr.
den.
Brown, you know what we going. You know what
the
we going through
Lions
right
den.
here, right?
My dad. I mean, he can speak on it
All right,
now.
so hey, it's time.
We only got 10 minutes left. Hold on. Motherfuckers that ran off. Motherfuckers that came back. Motherfuckers that love. And we get back with y'all. See y'all next Friday.
We're going to go a little bit over. This is a good segue for this topic. Child support.
Oh, sorry. One thing I wanted to plug. I wanted to say the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1-800-799-SAFE.
I know that's
And
right.
the hotline.org, or you can simply dial 911.
I know that.
And I'm doing that to piggyback off of the stimulus check
with the 911.
situation.
That shit take too long. You
I'ma
motherfucker just
say
been
this
and
too.
cold
I'ma say
cocked
this too.
you
I'ma
and
say
left
this
you
too.
somewhere dead by the
I'ma
time you
say
got to
this too.
doing 1-800.
That's for men and women,
women-
that domestic violence hotline,
Y'all
y'all.
women gotta start protecting yourself.
Y'all
Y'all got a
gotta-
motherfucker steadily
No, don't
trying
try
to beat your
This
ass,
nigga trying to
putting
Thank
sugar in your
you.
tank, destroying your property,
Yeah.
constantly threatening you. You gotta protect your guys.
You can get a gun.
Thank
She
you.
should
That's
have
what I
had
wanted
She
to.
should
That's
have
kind of
motherfucking
what I
gun,
wanted
for real.
to say is that it
Ain't
should have
no
been
way.
something done way before long before this happened. Something else should have taken place. He should have been locked up.
Behavior.
I don't know if it was a protection order in place or not, but like you put sugar, all bets is off.
You gonna gun him down?
Don't even come
You gonna
over
gun him
here.
down?
Look, this is what I'm saying right here.
You gonna gun him down?
This is what I'm saying.
I ain't saying that.
How'd he even get in the goddamn house? Like, he done did all this shit.
Because,
like, what y'all
I mean,
just
they
let him
said
in?
he just walked
Y'all
in.
just let him in, like.
Hey,
They're
listen.
saying he just walked
As soon
in.
as you hear the knock, hold on, as soon as you hear the knock, and they like,
That's Tony.
oh, that's Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Hey,
hey,
y'all bugging.
get the heat out. You know what I'm saying? Put the kids in the room. Man, beware of this nigga right here.
Oh man, I feel like since you
And then they knew that he
I'm out. You know,
they knew that he
Shit,
kept the
right.
gun on him, and the thing was, he came over there
Exactly.
earlier that day, and they said he looked at her with an evil look. He left, and then came. It wouldn't have been
So
that.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's
It wouldn't have been
bullshit.
You would have busted on the
Don't. No, I'm just saying, don't sleep on people. That's it.
Yeah, I'd have tackled the
I
nigga.
mean, you can't keep on taking that from a person,
Exactly.
baby daddy,
Yeah.
baby daddy
Yeah,
or
the
not.
first one gonna get popped.
I mean,
shit.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying.
I would have started making
Abuse-
signals like get behind the door. Get behind
Abuse
the door
is
right there.
abuse,
Get right
regardless.
here.
Baby daddy or
Right.
not, abuse is abuse,
Right.
and
Yes,
no, you gotta put your foot
Shit,
down.
physical.
Well, this is a good segue for the child support guy. The guy that had a child
Right.
found out after 10 years.
10 years.
And I still remember
Oh,
Shani.
man.
Shout out to Shani. I like what Shani said
Shout out
on the
Shani.
What Shani
Facebook
say?
post.
What
She
Shani
said on the
say?
Facebook, the actual Facebook post, he shouldn't have posted her face. I agree with her, Shani.
Oh,
I could have
man,
did a better
shit.
job. No, well, I could have did a better
Everybody
job.
got to know this.
But anyway, anyway, this guy took care of this child for 10 years, and this is scary. This is a slippery slope because my big bro went through something similar to this. So after finding out, like after a few years, found out the child wasn't his, but my brother is a good father, and
I got a homeboy that did the same thing.
listen, bro,
I got a couple of
Still take care of
listen, I still look at my kids like.
I should.
I look him in the eye. every
Your
time.
kids look like you.
Motherfuckers ready to wait till motherfuckers snore and hit with the swab in the mouth while they motherfuckers slap.
Your kids look like you.
But I still look.
Hey, hold on, we
I
talking
still
about this
look at
last
my-
night. We talking about this last night. Hey, they might shit.
Especially your daughter.
She might like niggas with a big nose.
And a broad chin. I ain't the only motherfucker with a broad chin.
So Maxwell, what's your opinion on this? We gonna reach for this topic like this. Do this man, after taking care of this child for 10 years, come to find out the child ain't his? Do he deserve his money back?
He definitely does.
He deserves some type of reparations?
He do, yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's not his kid.
Yeah, why?
But hold on. But why?
It's not his child. What do you mean, why?
Because
he assumed responsibility for the child. Yes, he did. But go ahead.
Thanos.
The nigga it's not nobody else's fault that this nigga's a weenie. You're a weenie, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got a DNA test 10 years
ago,
you knew from the beginning, 10 years before, that you didn't think this child was yours. And so, because you weenied out.
You got a point.
Because you weenied out, you're a weenie nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you sat up and let somebody tell you, I ain't getting no DNA. I ain't getting no DNA. I agree,
Stella. Stella said DNA should be mandatory at the hospital, and it would end a lot of stuff.
He knew off the rip.
True.
He knew off the rip.
That was a problem.
That this baby don't wait a decade. Don't wait a decade.
I gotta say this. Not to throw the shameless plug, but Shawnee, we had a conversation. She's a small business owner. She has a food and drink truck. She's actually.
I want one of them tacos and
margaritas. She's supposed to come cook for us and bring drinks. I don't know when.
Shawnee, drop your stuff in the comments so we can check you out.
Remember, I'm a vegetarian.
I met Shawnee. Hold on. I met Shawnee.
I'm sure she.
I don't want no salad. Something, man, not no salad.
Okay. Hey,
what you want?
She make drinks and food.
I need something low carb, man. I gotta watch my blood sugar.
Oh man, cut it.
All right, so shout out to my whole.
Hold on, everybody else making requests.
I want to shout out a couple people that's out in here. Shout out to Sway. Shout out to Heather. Shout out to
Tata.
Stella. Stella, you still need to post a picture with that merchandise you purchased. Show them that you support the Smartest Dumb People. Thank you for your support.
Shout out to Mr. Brown.
Yeah. Shout out to Maxwell's father. Salute. But back to the topic, y'all. In my opinion, he don't really deserve nothing. As far as the reparations,
because you knew.
Yeah, that you're right about that. When you have the opportunity to have a DNA test and you don't,
I like what
you know damn well he didn't just come up 15 years later.
Yeah. So now you want somebody to feel bad for you because you're a weenie.
He's a weenie.
It ain't our fault that you're a weenie. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the court fault that you're a weenie and that you knew from day one that this baby might not be yours, but you waited a decade to go get the DNA, then you get the DNA, then you're gonna put the baby who's too fucking big to be held anyway. You know what I'm saying? What? Hold on, I'm missing something.
Real nigga activity right there.
What? This motherfucking baby bigger than him. Hold on, look, that nigga 5'1".
Oh God.
The baby bigger than him.
That's like Uncle Rock could say, I see a bunch of nigga trees.
Oh man, she had to duck her feet up under. She was like a puppet.
Stella said if he can Stella said if he can prove she lied, he can sue for the money back.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's on paper as far as
the child support. She lied now.
The DNA proves that he lied. What more do you need? What she need to say? Are this baby yours?
Yeah, she done wrote this shit on
the paper. Come on, man,
somewhere.
Stop that, man. Hey, listen. You niggas need to stop being weenies. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Man up, stand up. If you feel like that the baby ain't yours, get a DNA. If the woman don't want you to get DNA, leave the woman and the baby alone.
Facts.
And then you wouldn't go through this a decade later. You know what I'm saying? You niggas is going through shit, weird shit, sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the truth, but scared to press the. No, I'm gonna drop the bomb. I ain't
gonna lie, my guy went through it. And he just kept on ticking. He said, you know what? I've been taking care of this long. I'm just gonna keep on doing these things.
It ain't never wrong. Because what happens is you adopt a kid.
There's only one parent.
You adopt a kid from the heart.
Hold on.
There's only one parent that know that's the baby. Right? There's only one parent that know that who's the parent. No man know no man walking the face of this earth.
You think you done planted your seed in fertile soil? You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying but you said no God.
Seed. You know what I'm saying? You think you've been watering your own seed that came from your own loins. You feel what I'm saying? Then you come to find out.
I get to looking at mine. Mine last night got the time. Yeah, you showing favoritism. I got to looking like, man, 18-year-old nigga.
You might only have one child in your life.
I don't know if he mine.
Now you find out 10 years later, drop that seed again. I gotta have something that's me.
What's up?
I feel bad for him, but he don't.
What we doing now?
Money back though.
No, he don't deserve no money back.
Hey,
let that much time go by without DNA test.
You should have handled your business. There's only one parent out of every relationship that knows that they're the parent, and that's the mother.
Damn right.
That because that baby dropped out her ass.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? If that baby did not drop out her ass, she wouldn't know, and the man doesn't know.
Facts.
The man never knows. I wouldn't give a damn. You can look just like me. I wouldn't give a fuck. Look, you ain't acting like me. I don't know. Hey, you ain't acting like me. I don't know.
We already over. So y'all want to hit this last topic and then we tap?
Hold on, man.
The 8 Asians been killed.
Hey, motherfuckers ain't got shot. Hey, motherfuckers ain't coming back.
No,
Listen, it was 8. They said 8 Asians, but I want to break down. I actually one of my favorite comedians, and he's an awesome dude. He was speaking on how they calling it a hate crime because they said it was 8 Asians, but technically it wasn't 8 Asians. It was just different.
It was 6.
No, go ahead.
It was just
talking to Stella. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, but it was just different nationalities that was murdered, but they all fit the description of an Asian person.
Right.
So the narrative, and I can't wait to hear these two dudes break this down before we get up out of here. The narrative is that they trying to create a push or a movement for some shit that ain't even actually there. Since when did hate on Asians or China people in general become a thing? This is new fad to me. And what I say by fad is I never had a problem with an Asian person. Besides the fact that they might have roaches in my food or some shit like that.
That's a problem.
Well, I'm saying
here recently I seen on social media people going viral for assaulting Asians on the street.
I ain't seen no shit like this.
Yeah, I seen like maybe 2 or 3 videos of people assaulting Asian people, but I don't know like when it came down to killing them.
But now it's hashtag
Asian Lives Matter movement. Asian stop. Go ahead.
Stop Asian hate.
Go ahead, TV.
What's your opinion on this?
Man, look, man. This shit is getting mysterious for me. You know I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist around, so I just think it's a lot to do with China and how they got the hand in on what the fuck is going on in this economy, and all of a sudden, because we know we've been around Chinese and Asian people our whole life. They don't even talk to us. Right. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even talk to us. They ain't even no interaction unless you in there getting some goddamn hair products or you going to get them roaches or them goddamn cats and rats. Motherfucking dogs.
Hurry up and buy.
I felt sorry for your mama.
Like, for them to start to try to create this narrative, because I think it's funny. Because this is what the whole story is. Me and Trish was talking about this. Like, the dude that killed these people, well, let me be specific. He killed 6 women. 1 survived, right?
A guy survived.
A guy survived, and it was somebody else that was.
He's trying to say that it wasn't related to race.
He said that
he was
addicted to going to Asian massage parlors. He had visited them frequently, and because he was trying to kill his sexual addiction, he went in there and wiped them people out. Now, when we sitting there talking about this, I'm like, what the? I ain't never heard no narrative like this. But at the same time, you're still trying to create this Asian hate thing going on. If I could pinpoint anything, it would be just to the fact that everybody, and I don't want to be racial here, but black folks ain't on this type of shit. So I would think that it would be more of the white male, not to be racist, but just knowing how aggressive they could be. It's more of the white male that might be pinpointing them for the fact that they think that they had something to do with
the
coronavirus coming over here. But that's the only thing that I can come up with. But anyway, I haven't seen all this. I haven't seen no videos of Asians getting targeted. You know what I'm saying? None of that bullshit. I haven't seen the numbers. I ain't seen the stats. So for them to start to try to push this shit, it seems real mysterious. And
it's just like out of nowhere. Because blacks and Asians been beefing forever. Because when they bring them Asians over here from these foreign places, I'm talking about from the most vile places that you could think of. I'm talking about Cambodia. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about place and planets on the face of the earth, and they dump them into our community. They dump them in our community. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about motherfuckers that in the clip that they operate on as far as violence, we ain't nowhere near them.
Right, Shawnee.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't even nowhere near operating on that clip. They've been around so much shit that the shit that we think, this little shit right here, Johnny got shot. Heather,
delete your comment before Facebook get a hold of it and block you. I agree with you 100%, but that type of comment will get you blocked.
White men are
well, I'm saying, make sure. Listen,
when they're out of control.
But listen, I want to explain this to all of our fans in here. So what happens is Facebook finds specific wording, and they'll block you. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. I just don't want you to get blocked. I posted on my mom's page.
What she think they're out of control with them?
She just said they're out of control.
Yeah, she said that they
as far as like mass shootings.
She said that they creating an agenda that Toy is speaking on.
But that agenda, the hate between Asians and blacks has always been there. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and you can see nail shops, hair salons, liquor stores. All of this shit, you know what I'm saying? They even one of the oldest classics is movies, which is Menace to Society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hurry up and buy.
Depicted that hate between Asians and blacks.
But I think that they come from a totally different country and they come over to America, so they going by what they see on TV.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend.
You don't think no niggas living? You don't think no niggas in Cambodia?
Listen, I have a friend that I had a friend whose mother lives in Paris, and they are like West African, I think. Mm-hmm. But his mother is a African woman and do not like American black women because she said what she's seen like on YouTube with black women fighting each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
And due to the graphic, we actually have we got to speak on
this is an African woman, just like an American black woman.
Agenda. This is the sick part about it.
You got to be a small-minded motherfucker to judge a people on some shit you see on TV. Period.
But the media does play a big role in
that black people is on every single square earth of this land. We may not think so.
Cambodia is really niggas, to tell you the truth.
And that's why they call them Asiatic. Right. The word Asiatic, which in Asia is in Africa.
No, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
But let's
and so, but
right.
we we ain't got time.
That's ancient. But let's go. We're gonna do it now. Don't touch on it.
Hold on, time out.
Touch on it. All I'm saying is black folks.
Can we speak on what the sheriff said?
Isaac had a Moabite. A Moabite was an Asian, which then is a nigga, and then we get back with y'all next fight.
What? Can we speak on the actual graphic?
No, about the sheriff.
So no, just about how fucked up society is. So the sheriff said, I want to tell you.
He had a bad day.
Yeah. The sheriff said that this guy was having a bad day. Keep in mind, this is the same sheriff that was pushing
having a bad day.
Yeah. Now listen, this is the same sheriff that was pushing the agenda of t-shirts saying China virus. I want to say this out loud. D.L. Hughley hit it dead on. He said, we got to stop letting white supremacists justify other white supremacists.
But look, we ain't gotta do nothing. We shouldn't be surprised when we see it. Look, Here we go again. We talked about this probably 2 months ago. Why do you expect these people to come in and say something against their own people that they see as their brothers? Of course he gonna come in and say he had a bad day. I just told you what it just was. I just said it. And to me, and I said not being racist, the white male is the one that probably got a problem with these Asians because they think that they have something to do with the coronavirus. Did I just not say that? Then you just showed me a picture of the man was selling a shirt
that
said that They was part of the China pandemic.
Land,
Right.
pause, land.
So this
land.
is two-way mails. One says it has a shirt on that basically says, or selling shirts that says that they part of the pandemic.
Okay.
The other one just killed 8 of them.
Okay.
And then the one that's selling the shirt took up for the guy and said he was just having a bad day.
I agree.
What are we surprised about?
Nothing. That's the same way that we just sat here and then defended.
What? Brandy said. Brandy said,
she
like
said?
the man that called the kids the N-word and said his sugar was low. Get the hell out of here.
you see what I'm saying?
She said that
Them
fool was on
diabetes
national
is
news
something.
tonight holding back fake tears.
Why I'm looking at your phone,
cut it.
man?
Girl,
Hold
they
on, time
talking
out.
about at
Hold on,
the,
time out. So that's the same way we could understand as men why that man who did that despicable crime against those individuals can be frustrated. You know what I'm saying? That's self-preservation. As men, we can understand the frustration. You know what I'm saying? And then we will defend the frustration. And so when white individuals put on their gloves and their hard hat to go to work and pack their lunch to defend other white individuals, the only people that are surprised are black people.
Right.
Because we don't suit up every morning and get to the code.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't lace our boots up and put our hard hat on and put our gloves on and stick to the code. And it don't matter if Jimmy shot John.
look out for each other.
Yeah,
Right.
if Jimmy shot
Right.
John, that we could understand why Jimmy shot
Right.
John. The
Right.
first thing we get to talking about is these niggas.
John,
These niggas.
John crazy.
These niggas. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Right.
And so,
Right.
and I'm not innocent in that because I don't like Jimmy or John. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen,
I don't
man.
like Jimmy or John.
I feel like
But-
we tapped on everything. We touched on these subjects. It feels good to have the full cast back in line. Shawnee, holla at us.
Thanos.
For sure.
Thanos.
David Ruffin himself.
Thanos.
Shawty, make sure you reach out to us because we got to make that happen sometime next week. We do 2 shows a week. We do Freestyle Friday. We do Talk About It Tuesdays, basically. Just let us know what you want to do and if you want to pull up on us. Thank everybody for tapping in with us today. LB the Great. Any final words?
No, not tonight. For you.
No,
I wait
no.
till next
Enjoy
week.
your goddamn weekend.
All right, LB the Great.
Spin that
Mr.
stimmy.
Shabazz himself.
Spin that
Treat
stimmy.
the First Lady, Anthony that dude Johnson. Y'all have a great night. This is the Smartest Dumb People. Make sure you like and share. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. Y'all have a great night.
Oh, you know what?